So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first?
I talk first. I always talk first. Well, technically you just talked first, but... God damn it.
What up YouTube, it's your boy MHarveySK, and here's my contact information for you real quick. I don't know if you can see that, it might not be focused, but everything's down in the description below. And today, I'm going to show you how to turn these Jordan 11 72 10s and into these Jordan 11 72 10s with a whole dark side to them. Because it only got the black and red hits. It's semi Star Warsy themes maybe. I don't know, I'm tripping. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Obviously, we're going to black out the midsole and dye the soles. The soles have the biggest transformation, translucent milky white to this black. The reason the client wanted the black is because this sole, I don't know if you guys have seen any updated versions. This is actually a pretty much dead stock pair, still got the cardboard inserts in them. But these turn hideous really quickly. So he's seen his friends turn hideous and he decided he wanted to start rocking them, so he wanted them dyed. And I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Okay, let's get into the materials needed to perform this custom. First things first, obviously you're going to need your shoes. In this case we have the 7210 Jordan 11s. We're going to be dyeing the midsole and sole, so of course we're going to need a strong dye. That strong dye that we're going to be using is Dark Knight Soul Dye. If we can focus right here. You could find this at the link down in the description below. This is the jet black colorway, the strongest dye on the market. Little paintbrush. I suggest a little small one so it doesn't absorb a whole bunch of the dye. You're going to need some Q-tips for precise removal of any residue. And of course you're going to need some cotton balls to get rid of the massive amount of residue that you have to do right before the final step. A ramekin, just in case I spill any of the dye. And I also made this right here. So I just slide the dye in and I put the ramekin right underneath, and just like that I have a little spill proof counter that my paintbrush could sit on. And that's it. Oh, you're also going to need some tape. Alright you guys, in order to get started with this custom, grab your sole dye and your paintbrush. And in my case, grab your sole dye spill protector and take the cap off. This stuff is now active and ready to destroy my hands. So with that said, I'm going to show you guys how much I usually grab out at a time. I don't grab out that much, but I go in, I've used a lot. Once your paintbrush is hydrated, brush a little bit off. You don't want it to be too much. You don't want dripping. That's the number one thing you do not want. You do not want dripping when it comes to this. And I'll set this right here. Grab your shoe and just get started. In this case, I don't have to be careful when I do the rubber sole because I'm going to be doing the midsole anyway. Just have at it. Just spread it out as much as you can. Oops, I got some on the midsole, it's totally fine. Just spread it out as much as you can, and you can see right away it's going down deep into the sole of the shoe, dyeing it. Oh, I didn't get none that time. These bottles are really small, but they do several pairs of shoes. Like, here, check it out right here. As you can see, as it dries, like right here in this back corner, as it's drying, it dries to a little purplish hue. Don't even worry about that. That purple is, it's just residue. I'm gonna show you guys how to wipe that off after I'm done. But let me show you guys how to do the midsole. The midsole, this is why I told you make sure you don't have a paintbrush that's too frayed, because this part, you don't want to get it on the patent leather. Obviously it's black, but this is a special patent leather, it has the glitter in it, so you don't want to mess that up. So you don't want to go too far. So what I do is I usually get really close. I'm probably going to do that part off camera because I really don't want to mess up. Maybe I'll show you guys a little bit right here. What I do is, because I'm using a square shaped brush, I guess you'd say, I get as close as possible, then I just start going left and right. Left and right, left and right. Go right up to the edge, left and right, left and right. Then I paint down from there. So I go, I'm really trying not to mess up, so I'm going to show you guys. This dye is super strong, and trust me, you do not want to get on anything you don't want it on. So let me show you. Yeah, this camera's at a weird angle too, so I'll go right up to the edge. Wait, let me get some of this excess off. Over here. Alright, make sure you don't have too much paint in your, dye in your brush. Right up to the edge. It's okay if you leave a little bit of white. Better safe than sorry. You could always go in and touch it up. Right up to the edge and then down. Right up to the edge and then down. And just do that for the whole shoe. And as far as these pods at the bottom, these are black, so I didn't really tape them up. I am going to be taping up the black and red checkerboard pattern because I don't want to get rid of that red. That red is a nice hint, and I'm going to leave that there. Sadly, the Jumpman and the 3 pods are going to be gone, and you're not going to see any more red here, so got to make sure I keep this red right here. But like I was saying about the pods, you could just go all the way into the cracks and not worry. If you do get some excess on the black, it's okay. We're going to get it off with some acetone later. And that's another thing. If you do perhaps get anything on something you don't want, I say you go as fast as possible, use a Q-tip, and rub it off. Not guaranteed it's going to work, but at least try. And while you're rubbing it, make sure you don't, like, say I rubbed it half on the black, half on the white. After I had dyed this black, like say I did it right here, I did half black, half white. You'll see the Q-tip has black on it, so you can't start rubbing the part you don't want with that black because it's got the dye on it now. So be smart. Rub it and throw it away. Get another Q-tip. If you have to use like 12 Q-tips to fix an error, use 12 Q-tips. That's not an issue. Alright, after you have put this jet black sole dye on and let it sink in for a day and dry to a sense, like right here, dry. Nothing really on my finger. Right here, not so dry, but this is residue that's probably not going to dry, as you see on the midsole too. So I'm going to get all this residue off with the cotton rounds I showed you guys earlier, and the Q-tips for more precise areas like along the midsole that I don't want to get the dye onto the 7210 patent leather. I don't want to mess with that glitter, so I'm just be extra careful. Just hit the edges up. I'm going to be needing some acetone to do this. I got a big old jug of acetone, so I have no worries for that. I'm going to just show you guys the start, and then I'll cut to the end. So you don't have to sit here forever watching me do this. And the trick when you're doing acetone the way I do acetone, I just pour it onto the cotton round. And then, as you could see here maybe, this cotton round is soaking with acetone. So I get a second cotton round, a dry one, put it in the lid, and I just squeeze all the excess down into the second one. By doing this, I have less acetone in my cotton round. It makes everything a little easier. So it's quite simple. You literally just wipe over it, and you can almost instantly tell the difference. Before it was purplish, looking like a Sharpie right here, and now it's that flat black that I want. The edge is obviously not done yet. I'm going to go back with the cotton round, the Q-tip to do that, but I'll just give you a quick look. See the purple? Go right over that. It's real easy. By doing this, I get rid of the excess dye so then my client won't walk around leaving black streaks everywhere. And just like that, no more purple. I'm going to continue and go ahead and do the rest of the shoe, and I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. Alright, so this is the stages after I have removed most of the residue. It might be a little bit more. I'll go back and touch it up. As you can see, there's still some white showing on the edge of the midsole. I'm going to go in there and hit that with some flat black paint. Because it's just the edges, I doubt it'll ever crease so much that it cracks. And as you see the sole, no more of that purple residue. And when I rub my hand on it, I don't get any black. So that's how you know I did a good job removing all the residue. I can actually take this off now, so you can see the carbon fiber, and right off the bat I see there's some white that I need to touch up. So I'll touch that up with some flat black paint as well. I'm actually going to be going over the whole midsole with the flat black paint, so it'll be a nice even coat. And yeah, I'll show you guys what that looks like when I'm done, when I get to that point. Alright, I'm out. Recording. Alright guys, here's another check-in with you guys. Just let y'all see the flat black on the midsole. Came out lovely. The carbon fiber, remember there's a little bit of spots right there. Paint's still wet right here, I believe. Yeah. So I gotta let this dry, and then I'm gonna hit the midsole and the sole with a finish, a matte finish, to make everything nice and even. And I'll get back to you guys with that. Oh, also, I suggest you tape up the patent leather and the upper of the shoe, because you don't want the matte spray, because the matte comes in a spray form like this, and this is supposed to be shiny, so you don't want that not to be shiny. So make sure you spray it and make it look nice. Get to this point, you're essentially done. I just sprayed it with the matte finisher. As you see, it's nice and clean, looking all sexy now. So it's looking amazing. This is permanent. This is not coming off. You scratch this, whatever, not coming off. This stuff's crazy. Alright, let's unwrap it so we can get one more final look at these. And I'm gonna add all this tape to my giant tape ball. So yeah, let me do the big reveal. Get the last part of it. And just like that, there you have it. Alright, here's the final product for you guys. As you can see, we blacked out the midsole, blacked out the sole, and if you guys follow the instructions correctly, you guys should be looking very similar to what I have here. Here's a closer look for you guys. Even the toe cap's blacked out. Everything's blacked out. No more milkiness at all. The midsole and the sole are nice and flat black now that I sprayed them down. I say they came out amazing, and the little glitter hints that are along the patent leather, they shine even more now, so that's really cool. And here's a quick look at what they were before one more time. I still have to do the left shoe. I'm about to get cracking on that right now, actually. And yeah, let me know which ones you like better. Do you guys prefer them the old way or the new way? Me personally, since I am not, it's crazy, I don't really like changing up a silhouette. I actually like this black pair because I wasn't really a fan of this silhouette anyway. I preferred if it was just the Space Jams, but those are coming out this year, but that's a whole nother story because I don't really like those either. Patent leather is way too high in my opinion. Of course it's the OG look, but to each their own. I just not really a fan. But in this case, I'd prefer this black on black silhouette. Maybe this could be the dopest referee shoe of all time. All time. Imagine seeing NBA ref with these on. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I like them. I also like the old colorway, but in this situation I prefer these because I know how these soles get. These soles look really nice now, but give them a couple months, give them a couple trips in some water or something, and they're gonna be looking like, I don't know, like this highlighter right here. It'll be yellow. But anyways, that's it for this custom. Hopefully you guys understood everything. It's real easy. Biggest component is Dark Knight Soul Dye, so shout out to them over there. Real cool people. Yeah, I appreciate everything they do. Bottle's a little pricey, but it is what it is. You get what you pay for. A lot of other people selling dyes out there for way less, and in my opinion, they don't work half as good. So, gotta pay what you want to get what you want. But anyways, that's it for this video. This your boy M Harvey SK. Here's my contact information one more time. It's not catching, so just check the description down below. Until next time, I'm out.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.